Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and assembled gentry, and welcome to Quests and Chaos. I'm your Dungeon Master, Tiana Wren Hansen, and my pronouns are she, her, fey, fair. Tonight we're continuing our adventure in Phandelver and below, but first, some quick announcements. As always, Phandelver and Below is sponsored by the Deck of Inspiration, which we are using to excellent use in this particular game. We also have new merch in the merch store. Hashtag blessed shirts and dice trays are currently available at shop.questsandchaos.com. We are hashtag blessed, and you can be as well. We do still have some inspiration cards that I have held over from the last couple of days. I have 2. The players also have 2, which they should distribute amongst themselves at some point in the near future. And we have some inspiration already in for the beginning of the show. Thank you all so much. It's very much appreciated. So first of all, the Apollyon, $5 for me.
Betrayed.
The horror, the pain, the agony. But don't worry, the Baroness, wherever she may be, has graciously given some inspiration to you all. It's that kind of night icing. Good
Snatched.
Love that.
But also, 2 for me.
Betrayed again.
And finally, at least for the moment, Duke Fleeg, $10 for the players.
Thank you, Grace.
Snatched.
Gorgeous.
Excellent. All right, and that's all of the announcements that we needed to power through at the top of this. So join us as we dive into Phandelver and below. Last time on Phandelver and Below, the party took some time after clearing the Goblin Cave to recover, lick their wounds, and discuss what exactly went wrong. There was some disagreement about approach and how things went, but they agreed that they needed to get back to Phandalin with the cargo they discovered in the cave and the goods that they were hired to transport. They found their way to Phandalin and began the whirlwind introduction to the town and the people who live there. They began discovering some leads toward Cragmaw Castle, but decided they needed to get some sleep. But Genji isn't quite ready to sleep. His restless steps lead him outside, which is where we begin our tale for the evening.
Oh my.
Yeah, diving right in. How do you like that?
Oh, hi.
So, Genji.
Yeah.
As you go outside, Phandalin is a town that turns in fairly early because there's a lot of miners and people who are in and out of the creeks. It's a very rural kind of area that tends to go to bed when the sun sets. There are some stragglers, but for the most part, it is dark and it is quiet here. You can hear some of the noises of the forest and the hills around, and some of the domesticated animals in the area. From somewhere in the distance, a child does not want to go to sleep and is crying quietly. Because children. But here, as you are walking, where would you go as you were going outside?
I think as he exits the tavern, light behind him, he closes the door. He looks his left, he looks his right, getting in all that information, and he'll just start wandering, kind of meandering, not in a particular destination.
Okay. So as you wander, you catch little glimpses of the village life of Phandalin. You hear a mother singing a lullaby to her child behind a closed shutter, you see someone coming out and dampening the lantern that was out front. Gives you a friendly nod.
Nods back.
You pass by the stable and you hear Emma talking to Chonks in the baby voice that she tends to use.
Just about venerable Master Chunks. Before we keep going.
And eventually your steps lead you a little ways out of Phandalin. Not a long ways. You're young and naive, but not that dumb.
Yeah.
And you find yourself in a little area just outside of Phandalin where you have never seen this many stars.
Yeah. He's going to take a moment and breathe for a moment because everything has been so new and so exciting, but so different. But at least looking up at the stars, he can see familiar twinkles.
The stars are different here than they are in your homeland, but you have been watching them change as you took ship. So while this is not the stars that you and your mother sat under telling stories, they are familiar and they are comfortable.
Yeah, he's gonna look up at the stars and look down at the ground and see if there's any nice sizable pebbles. Finds one, grabs it, looks at it, takes out some paint, does a little face on there.
And the starlight is bright enough that you can see the little face that you've painted.
And it's just a nice, pleasant, smiling face. Nothing humorous about it like some of his previous works. And he's just gonna look up at the stars and he's just gonna take the stone and toss it straight up.
You expect to hear it land. You don't. As the wind whistles by, you can hear just like the faintest of whispers. Not even words, just kinds of sounds. You would almost mistake it for the wind, except that now that you've been sleeping somewhat rough for the last week or so, you know the difference between wind and whispers.
Just gonna try and chase.
Bless you.
Allergies from the wind.
Gonna try and chase that soft but then slightly abrupt wind that came through.
And the wind kind of tugs on your top knot a little bit, pulling you along. It's not harmful, or at least it doesn't feel harmful. It feels more playful. Or like a gentle hand on your shoulder urging you forward now and again.
Yeah, and he's gonna follow that urge as it pulls him along, and in a different way than he's been marveling at all the new things that has transpired. He's going to let his gaze go up, and while he's been getting used to it, marveling at the whole new set of what he believes souls up there.
You find yourself eventually on something that looks like it was a platform, maybe, once upon a time. Maybe a long ago shrine to some forgotten god. Hard to say. But you see runes and characters here and there, and as you pass into this area, there's a sense of peace about it. And you can feel the wind pulling around you. Not pulling you further. Gently pulling you to a stop, perhaps.
And after this little dance, he's going to find this place of calm and take it in and sit. And allow himself to just continue meditating on the stars.
And as you look up at the stars, you see a shooting star. Bright flash of light across the sky for a moment.
He's going to think of his brother and just takes him back to almost a little over a decade ago. Just sitting there on the family porch and seeing him release an arrow straight and true right into its mark. And wonder how he's able to do that so assuredly every single time.
And as you think of Makoto, you can almost hear his voice in your ear. Brother.
Chill runs up his spine. And his eyes start to get a little watery because he has not heard that voice in a long time. He's just going to look up and say, Are you here?
I'm here.
And it is the reassurance he has not felt in so long that he just starts to, he smiles very widely but continues to sob because he knows that at the very least he has moved on.
You feel a warmth around your shoulders, as if someone has just laid a cloak over your shoulders, but you can't see anyone. And then you smell a hint of your mother's perfume. That smell that followed her everywhere.
Genji starts to laugh. Did I really have to go halfway around the world to make sure you all are okay?
Remember the connecting thread in all of the stories I told you, my son? The hero has to leave in order to find themselves.
And grasping that imaginary cloak, he just says, "Thank you." I don't know what I'm doing, but hope to make you proud. And he just continues to revere the stars.
You hear a soft little thunk in front of you as the rock that had disappeared into the wind lands on the little rock, on the rock in front of you. And you hear your sister's voice. You drop something.
He just cries. And he just keeps saying thank you.
We will always be with you, Genji, your mother says. We're not able to join the multitude yet, But we can join you as our starry forms for a time.
Really?
Yes. And you will carry a piece of us with you everywhere you go.
If that is true, then I only hope you guide me on the right path, please.
We will be with you. And you will carry the names into legend. People are not dead so long as their names are spoken.
I promise. I'll keep you and move with you.
This warm cocoon of energy wraps around you, as if all three of them are wrapped around you in just the biggest group hug. And the wind catches up around you, and these motes of light funnel around you, leading up into the sky. And you hear your mother's voice in your ear. Carry us with you, Genji. We're here. You feel a very light kiss in the center of your forehead.
Looks up at the stars, looks around at the field around him, and assured, after 12 years, stands up and gazes once more before, with a confidence in his stride, walks back towards town.
Nox. Earlier in the evening, after you went to bed, you decided to go out to the wagon to collect something?
Yeah, left my important satchel out there with the book and my journal, and I have to journal and study the book before I get back. So I would head out to the wagon and grab my satchel. Say hi to Emma if she's there.
You do see Emma briefly. She goes back to the wagon to get snacks for Chonks.
Of course. That makes sense.
But as you're coming back toward the inn with your satchel, you saw Genji go off in that direction. Alone.
Okay, that's probably not the smartest idea. I consider leaving it for a moment. And then I think better of it and I follow him, but quietly. At a respectable distance, just to make sure nothing happens.
Yeah. So you don't hear any of the voices that spoke to him, but you were a little ways back in the woods, and you saw true magic. You saw a connection of a young person to the land and to the stars, and you saw the motes of light gather around him. This may be one of the holiest things you've ever laid eyes on.
I think I don't know quite what to do with it. Certainly not one to pry into other people's affairs. So I'm gonna keep my distance and just make sure everything is good and proper and safe. Leave Genji to his moment.
As he comes down toward the village, do you leave him be or do you approach him?
If I see him start to turn back, I'll start walking back and just keep an ear out.
All right.
Yeah, Genji will return to town. Yeah, it feels strange. Because it felt like something momentous just happened, and then he returns to a very quiet, not in a bad way, a mundane setting.
I think I will hang out outside of the Stonehill Inn until I see him come back, though.
Okay.
Eventually, he'll make his way back there. Sees you at the front door. Oh, Master Knox, hi.
Good evening. Everything all right?
I just... Adventuring is fun, isn't it?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I made the assumption that you had been out
No,
quite
that's-
frequently.
It's all right. This is my life. So it sort of seems kind of normal for me.
Oh,
But I know it's not for you. And I can imagine that it would be fantastical for someone who did not grow up on the streets.
well, wait, no, Oh, okay. I will make another assumption that you have learned that I have not grown up on the streets.
It's quite obvious, honestly. You're not the best liar.
Oh,
Yeah. You don't know a whole lot about the streets.
do they not ride on giant rats and race
No.
them?
Yeah. And you say that to the wrong people, and you won't like their response.
Well, it's good that I found the right people then.
I would tend to agree with that. Maybe don't make some assumptions about what you think the streets are like.
Yeah. Just trying to tell a story, and it's not one of my stronger traits, not something that was not really passed down to me, but trying.
Well, in my experience, the people I know tell the stories they lived.
Well, then, I don't think I have much of a story right now, then.
I don't know. Got some pretty good ones out of this trip. Tried climbing up a wagon lots of times.
3 times. It's not the most heroic vision of a tale, but I can certainly find a way to spin it, maybe.
Well, your story's not over yet.
True. That is true.
Got a long ways to go.
Anyway, I'm gonna retire for the night. It's been a long day. And if you don't mind, I would love to share a story with you at some point.
I would certainly be glad of the hearing of it.
Well then, I will in.
Good night.
Be in.
And I'll follow and I'll go up to my room.
Oh, right, we only have 3. Look at one of the rooms. Is it free?
You just see me just kind of writing away at a table.
Oh, okay. I guess I will take this one.
Do I notice him?
How involved are you in your writing?
Pretty involved.
I'm not gonna make you make a check. You don't notice him.
Okay.
I mean, we've got 3 rooms. There's 2 beds in mine. There's 2 beds in Jonathan's. He's got the key. I don't care. I'm just gonna go to bed.
Okay. New story. Sleeping with another person in the room. Separate beds. No experiences.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna go to bed now.
Yep. That's...
Please tell me Jonathan's room has a king-size bed.
No, that's Sildar's room.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's, we haven't gotten
Yes.
there yet. It's really funny for it.
Yeah, go in, see that he's quite involved, but also one of those incorrigible younger siblings looks over the shoulder.
Ooh.
Oh!
I didn't hear you come in.
No, I was outside and actually on the streets, but was looking at the stars and seeing that you are writing something intrigues me.
It's just a letter to someone.
Oh. To whom is it addressed?
Someone I grew up with. She's I've known her for a good. Wow. 13 years, I think.
13, wow. And you're 5, 6, 7, 8, 18, 9, 19.
Close enough. 25.
I'm older than you.
Seems so.
Interesting. It really speaks to one's environment to see that age is but a number.
Oh, it is. I've learned from experience that I've seen the oldest children and the youngest men.
Okay.
It'll surprise you how much there is of both.
You should tell your friend that you slew a bugbear, and that would be a cool story.
No, I think she would enjoy hearing that. She worries a lot about me, so maybe giving her some good news, that'd be good for her. Thank you.
Yeah. No problem. I will lay down and... Oh, I haven't washed up, have I? But I'm tired.
I'm not a man of luxury, but I will say this. If you can find the moments, just take them to relax.
Good advice. Old man, young body. Got it.
Young man, slightly older body.
Yep. That's me. Anyway, I will go out and find the bath, because Genji's dirty.
There is a room that has it's a very rudimentary washing system that they have. That it's not hot water. It's pretty frigid. But you do feel refreshed once you have at least washed your face and cleaned up a bit. Mm-hmm. Gotten some of the tears and the salt washed off of your face.
Yeah. And then we'll return back to the room and tuck in and just hold that invisible cloak as if it's still there, as he very easily drifts off into sleep.
All right. The following morning dawns, and all of you may take a long rest. Also, Jonathan, I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Please give me
We
some.
remember the Scarlet Minotaur, correct? I don't remember what the DC
Give
on
me
it is.
some.
I have
14.
The DC. Oh, you do?
14?
Give me some kind of mercy. That's all I'm asking.
Did you get a nat 20?
Yay! First one of the entire campaign for you.
Congratulations.
No, it's not.
Oh, you're right. I think it was
If first roll of the game, though, I'll take it.
It's a gay die, isn't it?
Yep, it is.
Oh, no.
The gays have blessed you.
Yep. Bless.
Bless.
They finally forgive me.
Hashtag blessed. Pick up your hashtag blessed dice trays at shop.questandchaos.com.
Or your shirt.
Speaking of, how was last night, Keaton?
It was fun.
Oh, glorious.
To be fair though, if I had a moment, I just would want to ask I know it's Sildar. Yeah, I wrote it down. Sildar, more details about more details about Gundren, if his last words, anything like that. Mm-hmm. Like I want more information, but in a casual way.
Sure.
If anything happened over the night.
Did anything happen over the night?
No, we would. I don't know this guy. I've never met him. It's like we're not. No.
He's tired and wounded.
Yeah,
How many
Keaton,
more?
He was
Don't
on
do
death's
that.
door.
Yeah, Keaton, don't do that.
He doesn't need to be
Keaton doesn't fuck around.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm. Keaton literally just would have probably folded his clothes, like probably sewed it up if something was ripped, and then casually made a cup of tea and then asked Sildar, I don't know why I can't remember that stupid name, if there was anything, if he heard any last words of Gundren, any screams when he was being dragged away, yada yada yada, that stuff.
Yeah, and Sildar does paint you the picture of what happened that afternoon, and I mean he tells you things that he isn't going to tell the kids in front of the kids, where he talks very frankly about like being overwhelmed, that terror that overwhelmed him, recognizing that he wasn't able to take care of his charge, and
Soldier to soldier.
Soldier to soldier.
Got it.
And you know how difficult that is for him. Like he had a job to do and he failed at it. And he recognizes, of course, logically, that there's a certain amount of even the best warrior can be overwhelmed. That doesn't stop him from blaming himself to an extent. And he tells you, well, I'm gonna have to stay in town. I'm here as a representative of the Lord's Alliance. So I have to stay around here, but I will do everything in my power to help find Gundren and bring him back, alive or otherwise.
Thank you.
Of course. So yes, that's what
Yeah.
transpires over the evening.
Not much words. Cool. Love it.
Words. Who's the first one down? Of course.
Up at the ass crack of dawn.
Probably, yes. Almost literally, I'm sure. You come down like the fire is just being uncovered and then stoked up for the day. You're starting to see the porridge getting mixed up and warmed, and you know the morning things where
Coffee.
getting some coffee going. Yeah, everyone. Everyone who's down there looks a little bit surprised to see a guest up this early, but they do hasten to get you a hot beverage of your choice.
No rush. I ain't in a rush.
I mean, you may not be in a rush, but we try to have good hospitality, and didn't expect anyone to be up quite this early. So,
Well, sun's up. I'm up. That's how it works.
so I would imagine. Do you want anything else, or are you gonna wait for your lag-about friends to get up?
I'm all right. I'll wait for them.
All right.
Thank you.
And you sit back in a corner and kind of watch as the tavern comes to life. It's warm against the cool morning chill. Like you can see dew on the windows. And one by one, everyone else comes down. Whatever order you would care to be in, if there's anything in particular you want to talk about.
I guess I'd probably go down just because he's a hunter, so he'd be fairly early riser.
Mm-hmm. So the four of you gather downstairs, and there's porridge, there's hot toast with honey smeared on top, and tea and coffee, but no sign of Emma.
Anybody been outside yet today?
I can go check.
All right.
Goes outside. Emma? Venerable Master Chonks? Hello?
So you go into the stable. It is not a large stable. And you can see way in the back where there was a pile of hay with the indent of where a dragon almost certainly was sleeping the night before. There's no one there.
Looks at the hay. Fluffs it up. Emma, you in there?
And as you fluff it, you see a piece of parchment go flipping up. It's definitely, it's a scrawl. It takes some deciphering to figure out what exactly is being said. You're not, basically, you're not sure quite which direction she was writing it.
I have no idea what this says. Takes it inside. Okay. I speak Halfling and Draconic, but I can read this in neither.
Are there any drawings on it?
Yeah.
There's a couple of like squiggles in the corner that at very close inspection might be drawings.
Can I figure out what it says?
I'd like everyone to make me an insight check to try and insight what in the fuck Emma's trying to say.
10.
Oh my god. Beans! 1.
16.
9.
10.
Okay, so after with Nox at your shoulder and Bo and all of you like staring at it, you finally turn it in just the right direction. Go, oh!
Oh, if you bend it like this and make a fold,
You gotta fold
here.
it together.
Oh,
He
okay.
probably did it on Chunks' belly.
Oh, you know, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And after all of that, it's a rather short note. It basically says, don't worry about me. This happens a lot. I have to go, but I'll be back.
That tracks.
Makes sense.
All right.
Is anyone else concerned this is going to happen at the worst moments?
Yes.
Good, not just me.
And actually, looking at this paper, you with your extra senses, let's say, you smell a bit of the Fae around this paper.
Smelling something weird?
Some may even say queer.
Ow. Yep.
Sorry, I just got it.
It's even funnier.
Ringo gets
It's
it.
even funnier because every introduction I say that my pronouns are she, her, fae, fair.
Now y'all know who the...
Wait, Faye has a smell?
To someone with
this guy.
his senses.
Oh, work.
He has extra senses that are specifically toward Fae, Fiend, Celestial, and Undead.
Fae, Fiend, and Undead.
Fae, Fiend, and Undead, that's it. It's a little bit like the Paladin Divine Sense. A little bit.
Do we clock that he has like a or like just a recognition?
You do clock that he seems to have, pardon the term, caught the scent of something.
Jonathan?
Sorry, I think I have an idea of where she went. It is definitely not anywhere near here, though. It's kind of hard to explain, but have you... You know, some places it kind of gives us a unique scent or a kind of feeling?
Mm-hmm.
I think she, I think they're in the Fae realm.
Huh. I mean, I've heard of portals to the Feywild, but those are difficult to find. And more often as not, you stumble on them on accident.
The question, she says that this happens all the time, though. I don't think she stumbled on one.
Well, she says she's all right. I tend to trust her.
I mostly trust her, too. Whatever her definition of all right is.
I mean, she's got a dragon with her. What harm could come to her?
Smash cut, too.
Smash cut too, running through.
Huge mushrooms. Little pixies, like...
Yeah. Nah, she's probably fine.
Oh my god, that should be like a patron exclusive thing.
Like The Adventures of Emma and Chomps.
It's amazing. It's so good. Oh my god, that'd be great.
Coming to Amazon Prime.
Yeah, really. I love that.
Oh, glorious.
Well, what is our next move, friends?
We need to go see Gentle.
So we have three options.
Mm-hmm.
Either A, we have a little look-see with the Redbrand. Yes, Redbrand. Since it sounds like they are not the most welcome people here. B, we go to your homeland. Or C, as Keaton suggested, we go visit Agatha the Banshee.
Well, now I think Agatha can certainly wait. Our last lead on Mr. Rockseeker was to go and visit Radoth, who is relatively near where I am, but not quite. Honestly, I don't feel like leaving Mr. Rockseeker to his doom any longer than we have to. So
I agree.
I say we head out of town as soon as we're able, and we'll have to take care of the other problems another time.
Sildar will maintain our room, or rooms, for us while we travel.
I agree. Time is of the essence. We're better to make haste.
Agreed.
I just want to clarify, you said that I'm like 20 miles out, and then Radoth is 50?
All right, so sneak peek behind the curtain. I kind of hate the way that Phandelver and Below does distances.
Ooh, Patreon content in the live stream.
Yeah, I kind of hate how they do distances, and I really hate that there isn't a map of the locations outside of Phandalin that are the sandbox area. It drives me nuts. So I'm having to rejigger things a little bit.
So let me rephrase the question. How long would it take for us to get to Radoth?
There you go. So the way that I've decided to do it, because screw you, Watsy, is the town that Radoth spends her time around, the ruined town. It's about 20 miles outside of Phandalin. Okay. It was another stop along the Tribor Trail. So, people who were traveling with goods would have, stayed in Phandalin and then gone 20 miles and stayed there for the night, because that's about how far you can get with a wagon. And the spur of the trail that leads up off of Tribor Trail to Nox Holler is about 5 miles further down Tribord Trail.
Okay.
So your all's territory butted.
Got it. Okay. So it'll take us a day by wagon to get to Radoth, and I think that day is worth it. So I don't know that we will need a wagon. We're not bringing anything out there. Leastways not yet. And we can walk it. We can rent some horses. We can...
I mean, Jonathan and I were pretty proficient at riding yesterday, so...
Did quite well.
My calves are still burning, and so are my inner thighs, but...
That's good.
I think we can... Oh, cramp. Cramp.
Oh, cramp.
Okay, yeah, no, it's gone. Okay, yeah. No, yeah, that would be... I think we can ride the horses.
2?
I mean, if Sildar's willing to lend us his horse,
I'm sure he would be.
and we can take Mr. Rockseeker's horse, we just need to rent
Done.
2 more.
Well, we can partner up, right? I don't think we need to...
I mean,
Oh.
didn't our
2 to a horse.
wagon have
Oxen.
2... Oh, were they oxen?
They were oxen.
Oh.
You can ride an oxen if you want.
Honestly, an oxen's not gonna want you to ride.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, it's however many we need, but I agree with you, Jonathan. I think time is of the essence. We should hurry.
Okay.
I'm gonna check in with Tolbin.
The young innkeeper has been all over the place, but he does like pause when you get his attention.
Is there a place to rent horses around here?
Not really so much. Most people, they have their horses,
I know.
right?
Anybody willing to lend us some horses?
Possibly Quellen out at Alderley Farm. Mm-hmm. I mean, she mostly uses ponies because she's a halfling, but she does have a couple of like the bigger draft horses. Might be willing to loan them to you.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
We'll probably be heading out, but Sildar, Mr. Hallwinter will be around, staying here a bit longer than we are able.
Of course. Do y'all plan to come back? Do I need to keep the rooms for you?
Not for me, no,
All right.
but the others.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we always welcome newcomers, and it sounds like you're sticking around.
That's certainly the plan. Don't live here properly. I'm out of waves, but I'll be in and out of town.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Fair enough. All right. Do you have provisions? Do you need a packed lunch or something?
Actually, that would probably do us some good. I was gonna head down to the Lion's Shield Coster and pick up some provisions.
Oh yeah, of course.
But sack lunch will do us good as well.
All right. I can make you up a lunch.
Thank you very much. Thank you kindly.
Of course.
How much will that run us?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
That's mighty kind of
y'all
you.
have barely been here, so I mean, you paid well in advance.
Thank you. I'll let you go to your business then.
All right. And father and son go and start working on sack lunches for y'all.
So we got a lead on draft horses we could borrow from farmer, a little bit southeast of here.
All right.
Still in town, but it's the best we could do.
Okay.
Good.
Now, a sack lunch. Smash cut, too.
Yeah. Diddly.
So the four of you make your way through Phandalin and the adorable little town. I imagine you're going while sack lunches are being procured.
Yeah.
And you make your way down to Alderley Farm. And, I mean, things are already in motion for the day. Quellen has probably also been up since the ass crack of dawn working on stuff. And you see a large plow being drawn by 2 draft horses, but you also see a little halfling boy on top of a pony, leading the horses. The horses know what they're doing. They generally ignore, and you kind of just when he tries to pull a little too hard. But precocious little boy who is the first one to spot you all. Mama, they're Cheers!
Carp, would you be a dear and go get your mama?
How do you know my name?
I know Pip.
Oh, okay, you're okay then. And he goes scampering off, and a few moments later, Quellen Alderleaf makes an appearance, brushing off her trousers, and looks at all of you. Well, ain't seen none of you around here before. Welcome.
Howdy, Miss Alderleaf. We are here in town. Due to unfortunate circumstances, we have lost our patron and must retrieve him. And we find ourselves short 2 horses.
How do you go about losing a patron?
I don't know. Goblins?
Oh. Yeah, those have been a problem around here. My boy's been seeing some of them too.
So we've heard. Some with glowing green eyes and hands?
Glowing hands, yeah, going in and out of a tunnel along with some of them Redbrands.
Ooh, well, that's a mighty large problem that I'm not sure we could solve right now, but perhaps once we return with our patron, Mr. Rockseeker, we could take care of them Redbrands for you, and maybe some of them goblins.
Yeah, here's hoping. They've been kind of a problem. But where are you thinking your patron might be?
We hear tell of a Cragmaw Castle.
I don't know where that is exactly, but I do know someone who might. The Radoth, the druid that's
We're gonna go see her.
You're going to go see.
Yeah.
You're gonna go see Radoth. Good
Indeed.
for you.
Yep. Gonna go see
She's
her.
bit of a lonesome sort, but she and I are old friends.
Oh. Well.
Do you have any
She's a-
message? Oh,
No.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's
Do
quite.
you have any messages you would like to send to?
You know, now that you mention, actually, I have a couple things I would love to send out with her.
Sure.
And if you're all willing to play messenger, I'll let you borrow them horses that you need.
Oh,
Absolutely.
well, thank you. Yes. What is the message, or is it a?
Let me go inside.
Understood.
And she disappears inside, and then Carp is still sitting on the back of his pony and just like leaning his hands in the back of the horse's neck, watching all of you. Are you adventurers?
Yes.
I like how you're saying that. Keaton shakes his head no as you say yes. That's
Yes,
fine.
we are.
Wow. Bless you.
Bless.
Ooh.
I want to be an adventurer someday.
Well, let me tell you, kid. When you go out adventuring, it's not like what they say in the stories.
Really?
Yes, it's more gruesome, more difficult than you imagined. The wind sneezes too, very abruptly.
Man, this weather out here, I apologize.
Sometimes you are-
Okay, it's okay. The pollen's kind of fierce.
Oh.
Sometimes, though, you are gifted some of the most marvelous moments.
Really?
And that's what's being an adventure.
He excuses himself.
It's probably you just saw him dance through 2 frames of.
Well, Mr. Genji, why don't you share a tale from your recent adventures with young Carp here?
Can you tell me a story?
Oh, yeah, I can tell you a story. How about this? And you see him kind of settle in, and he looks at the child and just says, neither here nor there, but long ago, there was a small lad like yourself who lived in a small town like this one. But this, again, was long ago. And in the night sky, there was only the moon, full and beautiful in herself. But this young lad was an observant one, and he noticed a man walking.
Oh, hi, Mr. Keaton.
Hello. Keaton comes back with his eyes beet red. And he's just like, hello. Yeah, I'm sorry. This countryside isn't agreeing with me. I apologize.
No worries. No.
Daryl, continue.
Genji.
Oh, right. We are doing that.
Are you a hero with a secret name?
No.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. No, Winks.
Okay.
Yeah. But no. Oh, is that your mom over there? I'll tell you the story next time. But yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I'll be happy to share it.
Okay.
Just remind me. Child and the moon. Yeah.
Child in the moon. Child in the moon. Child in the moon. No stars?
That's what the story's about.
Oh. Okay, I can't wait.
Okay.
And Quellen comes out, affectionately ruffles her son's very curly hair, and she has a packet in her hands that's about the size of a shoebox, maybe, wrapped in oilcloth and tied very neatly with a letter slipped underneath. And she said, if you're willing to deliver this to her, that would be fantastic, actually. I've been planning to make my way out there, but it's such a hard time of year to go out.
Yeah. I've been hearing sometimes it's 20, sometimes 50 miles.
You know,
sometimes.
distance is a weird construct. Time even more so.
Heard the term wibbly wobbly at one point.
I've heard the timey-wimey.
And together they're very curious.
Indeed. Well, thank you so much for your generosity. I certainly appreciate it, and we're happy to run this out to Radoth for you.
Thank you kindly for that. And bring him back safe. That's all I ask.
You got it.
Things are a little rough out there. Radoth hasn't been in to visit for a while. She said strange things afoot.
Did you
Doesn't
mention?
bode well.
Well, not to me.
Ah, okay.
I mean, we're good friends. We have different areas of expertise. I don't go into all of the ins and outs of animal husbandry and rotating crops, and she don't tell me about her druid work out there.
Got it.
It's good enough that we know that the other's doing our jobs.
Before we part, is there... I know that in bringing this package, obviously Radoth will know that we are friends of you, or we know you.
Yes.
Is there anything that we can say that... to her, is there anything that she particularly enjoys that we could bring a gift to? With prepositions.
They're tricky sometimes. You know, if you want to really get on her good side, hold on a moment. She darts inside, comes back out a moment later carrying a bottle, a dark bottle with liquid inside. This is the kind of mead that I make here.
Oh.
Private stock. Don't take it over to any of the other places. But I give it to the people that I care about.
Understood.
So, and she gives you that bottle, and this is for you for delivering.
Oh.
Thank you kindly.
We're going straight to this guy, and we'll kind of like pat on Jarnathan.
Poor Jonathan.
Poor Jonathan.
I was just trying to help Genji out.
Poor sweet boy. All right, well then. Carve, guess what, boy? You get the day off. Yay! He goes tearing over to us, and he starts climbing onto the draft horses to start unharnessing them. And I think there's a moment where it's like, oh god, the child is maybe a fourth of that horse's size. But he moves around the horses like he was born on them. And they stand still politely for him. And then he comes over holding the reins and offers them up.
I take one of them. Yeah. Just kneel down, just do good work, kid.
Thanks.
Are they bareback?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
So whoever's the most comfortable with horses is the one who's gonna get to ride those.
Cool. I will be riding one of them.
I mean, I feel pretty good about riding horses. Yeah, I could take the other one.
Oh, that's certainly a choice.
An option.
I mean, I felt pretty good about it yesterday.
Kid, look at the way you're walking right now.
Fully bow-legged. And just like, yeah, no. I think
I might take the saddled one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Build up to it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it
You'll
is.
get there.
There it is. Yeah, okay, yeah, you take it.
Oh yeah, no, your tailbone just cracked.
Ooh.
Do you, would you like the saddled one, or does it matter to you?
I guess I'll take the other saddle one then.
All right, let's attempt this. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mrs. Alderleaf.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
It's, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Just, I'll see you back here in a few days then. I reckon.
Hop on the horse.
Yep. Hop on that horse.
All right. So,
Everybody
are you gonna go back to Stonehill Inn to get your supplies?
Yeah, yep.
All right. So, I'm deciding.
That's fair.
They're all staring at something that you guys can't see off screen and wondering which way I'm gonna fall on this one.
I do have a quick question.
Certainly.
How much money did we get from the Lion Share? From Lion Shield?
So you got 50 gold from them for the delivery of the cargo, same as the 50 gold that you got for the delivery of the previous one. So between the 5 of you, you would have gotten 20 gold
Each?
20 gold.
So everybody has 20 GP.
Dang.
Poor anymore.
I'm not poor anymore.
for all of like 10 seconds until you find something to buy.
Make sure that we
Thank you.
did
Good
that because I
question.
forgot last time.
This is all we got?
Where did I put gold?
It's under inventory. Hit inventory and then manager.
Wow. I'm out of
Can I
this.
tell you a secret?
Oh, I love secrets.
This is more than most people make in a day. This is more than most people make in a month.
Oh,
This is a lot of money.
that is a lot of money. Okay. Very well then. Looks at a random person on the street. I am so sorry. And just hands the book over.
Thanks.
You do have
Backs away slowly, like waiting for you to snatch the gold back more than anything.
No,
else.
it's yours. Take it. Take it. Take it.
Okay. Turns and just runs.
You do have to admire his generosity.
Enthusiasm.
Yeah, very.
I tried.
Wait, is that not the right thing to do? That's more than he makes in a month, right?
We're not in this at all. I feel like we're just kind of like.
Yeah.
Is there some sort of reason you decided to give that man gold? I'm just curious.
Because he would need it. Because he doesn't make this.
These people
much.
don't need your pity.
Oh. Okay.
They don't need your charity. You earn that money. You keep it. Until you find something worth spending it on.
Okay. Understood.
All right.
At some point in the journey,
Yeah.
what did you say to him? Why is he throwing money at people on the street?
I just gave him an education about what gold really is. I can't look at
Okay.
And I'm just getting I'm just getting real tired. Real tired of it.
Okay. How about you take point? And we'll.
Are you guys stopping back at the inn to get your
Yes.
stuff?
I think this is just on the way there.
It's just
We're like-
on the way from the farm.
To the inn.
Just some random dude on the road. Take it!
Oh, stars above.
Yeah.
Stop being poor!
Yes, exactly.
Cool.
Stop it, Thor.
We get to the stone hill and I'm gonna slide off my horse and hand my reins to whoever's
Yeah.
there and head inside and gather my things.
Slide over to Keaton.
Oh. Hello.
That's the sound that Keaton makes whenever Genji's near him.
Oh. What's...
Performance check.
Yeah, performance. Yes. 18, just in case.
Good job.
I'm just like,
Yes,
I'm
what?
gonna go upstairs.
No, go.
Okay, I guess I'm not.
Did I do something to upset Master Knox?
Have you heard of social cues?
Yes.
Sorry, I heard the control room.
Usually not in my company.
I'm sorry?
I overheard people talking about social cues.
Oh, understood. There's have you heard of street smarts? No. there
Master
is. All right. Sometimes watching and observing can be a skill, also. And I feel like where we're about to head, you might want to do a little bit more watching and observing rather than reacting to things.
Okay. Understood. Takes out his
Keep your
journal.
goal. Sorry, what were you doing?
Takes out the journal and is prepared to observe and notate everything.
Great. Now I won't have to take notes. Should have done this from day one. But no, I just think that your enthusiasm is appreciated, especially since we need to go rescue, people, Gundren and people, and yes. But just try and observe things for a little while.
Okay. Yeah. Can do.
Perfect.
Do they have zippers in Faerun?
Open up the door.
Yeah.
Toss everybody their lunch.
Yes, thank you. Let's go. It's like,
Just do a little leather.
yeah. Amazing.
And I think
First,
while
like 5 thoughts are not safer.
Yeah, I realized
It's a
what I
little
said after I
leather.
said it.
Safety word.
while I was inside, I would have asked for a couple of blankets to put over the horses that are bareback, just make it slightly more comfortable for us both.
I think I soaked my journal.
Oh
Did you actually do a spit take?
Kinda.
Yes! the first spit take
more
is
like-
at me!
It's more like I blew into the water just right before I could have just kind of made a bit of a geyser happen.
Old Faithful.
I win.
And I'm gonna hop back on the horse.
All right. And as the 4 of you are heading off toward adventure with your sack lunches, you come around a corner and you see a group of people in the middle of the road.
What the hell?
Do they have red cloaks on?
Can't imagine how you figured that out. Grumble, grumble,
Yeah.
grumble. Their scarlet cloaks are grimy, and as they see you all approaching, they place their hands on their weapons. They look up at you. There's about 8 or 9 of them. There's a fair number of these people standing in the middle of the street.
Are you still point? In seeing them, and even in a distance, Keaton's gonna kind of look to Genji really quick and just be like, "All right, observe. They're not. We're trying to avoid them." And then we'll kind of trot up alongside Nox and move so that they are on the opposite side of wherever I am, if that makes sense. It's like when the gentlemen used to do the thing in the street, they would walk on the side of the curb.
Yeah.
So to protect whoever
splash
they're
would
with.
happen, yeah.
So that's what Keaton's trying to do with Nox, so that they are not closer to the group of people and want to try and just keep walking, like trotting by without them stopping us. If that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
As they see what you're trying to do, they shift in front of your horses.
Got my hand on my knife.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon to you too. You've been asking too many questions around here.
I just said good afternoon.
Wasn't talking about these questions that you said now, sir.
Please let us pass. We're late for an engagement.
No. I think that before you go anywhere, you gotta give me all them pretty things that you got. Give us.
His name is Genji. And you're now just like the hooker of
And at that point, like, Nox told me to not give out any more money.
He's got you there.
Is this a toll? I'm a little confused.
Oh no. We run this town, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is your name Harbin?
No, he's far too
So
weak.
you must be. Oh, what is her name? Halia.
No.
Nice to meet you, Halia.
Nah. That bitch.
Oh,
hang
so you're
out
not
over there.
Harbin or Halia.
I'm not.
All right. Well then, have a nice day.
but you know
and I'm
what I
gonna
am?
keep trying
Yeah,
to walk.
exactly.
They'll actually like reach out and grab your reins, and pull. Like,
I want to elbow him in the face.
all right, roll initiative.
Yes. Are we all doing it? I think that we are.
Pardon
Oh.
that.
Sorry.
We're gonna go to break.
Oh.
As we're about to start initiative, we're gonna go to break
That's
just so that we can dive straight into combat. So join us all in about 5 to 6 minutes to see what in the heck happens with all of this. And thank you all so much. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Phandelver and Below. When we left our daring adventurers, Nox had just elbowed a guy in the face. Nox, what did you roll for that attack? 19. All right, roll me some damage. It's an unarmed attack, right?
Mashed. Yeah. So it's 0 points of damage.
It's just a first show.
It's one plus your strength. So it's 1.
Negative.
It's 0 points of damage.
Squishy.
Oh, we're off to a good start. Beautiful. You definitely got his attention and got him to at least let go of your reins, because you did hit him. You didn't hurt him. You might have bruised your own elbow a little bit.
Oh.
But he has let go of your horse's reins and is drawing his sword. All right, so what did everyone roll for initiative?
Put me at the end. 4.
Observing.
As Master Keaton said, observe.
9.
Okay, Jonathan,
18.
Keaton.
22.
Good.
Wow.
Gracious. We have quite the spread here. Oh my god. Cool.
Oh no.
Right in between. Hell yeah.
Woohoo!
Okay. That worked out interestingly. I believe the music is going. So, Keaton, lead us out.
I really want to try and diffuse this, to be honest.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get my horse, if I can handle it, okay, like in between Nox, them, and this ringleader of the man, and just kind of pull in front and just be like, let me just say this again. We're late to an appointment.
Roll me an animal handling check.
Okay, it's a 12.
Okay. You're able to guide this horse reasonably well. It's not a fast horse, but it is a big horse. So you are able to shoulder in there. Make me an intimidation check.
All right, let's see how this. Can I keep it?
Wow.
It is
Holy.
face
in the
up.
box. That
It's
was
in the
fun.
box. And
It's face
It's
up
raised.
in the box.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it.
It
then.
counts.
That is a dirty 20.
Beautiful.
delicious.
This person looks a little bit like, ooh, I'm not sure about this, but everyone from behind him starts jeering and mocking.
Me?
No, him.
Oh, okay. Seems like you have some really good friends behind your back.
Seems
Good crew.
like I got a couple things to prove now, don't I?
You don't want to do that.
Is there anything else that you would like to do on your turn?
I'll reach for the hilt of my sword.
All right. So the one that is closest to well, let's see. You did sort of a do-si-do here, kind of pushing Keaton back. So the one that's closest to you is gonna take a slash at you with his sword.
You're so squishy. Why are you in front of me?
Did you not learn your lesson from the bugbear?
Oh my god.
Everyone, calm. It's okay.
Calm down.
Calm down.
23 to hit.
Okay, so I'm going to use Silvery Barb. So as soon as that happens, this reaction when I see that something's succeeding on an attack roll, I'm gonna, instead of my hilt, we'll kind of just flick into my bag really quick, throw up some, we'll call them like lotus blossoms, like cherry blossom tea, and then they'll kind of like twirl and then head toward in front of me and in front of this other person to kind of be like, what the heck's going on?
What the hell?
So you get to roll again, and you have to use the lower roll of your d20.
Got it. And that is a 10 to hit.
Does Keaton do that?
Yeah, he's just like, no. And then I'm going to actually look behind me to Nog, seeing that no damage was done. And then that energy that was coming from them for that roll is actually going to be transferred into Nog. So now you have advantage on your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw within this next minute.
Yeah, okay.
Silvery Barbs is a great,
That's
It's
so
fun.
cool.
It's my first
kind
time
of
thinking
broken spell.
No.
It's
Like, ooh, guys, your leader doesn't seem to be, and then we'll kind of start taunting him along with his fellow people behind there. Maybe you should just go.
the other person who was up in front with him is just like, I'll show you how it's done.
Oh.
And comes up alongside you and
This was stupid. I was dumb. But it's okay. It's okay. It's character. It's character.
takes a slash at you.
Yeah.
That is a 14 to hit.
Thank you, Jonathan.
I'm going to use my Blood Curse of the Eyeless.
Okay.
And I do that.
Remind me how that works.
So I get to roll a 1d4 and subtract that from their attack.
Okay.
So basically, I kind of grip my, like at my side, just kind of grip my hand right as he makes a swing. And that's -3.
Okay, that should be, because that brings it down to 11.
What does it look like? Or like what?
So I grip my hand, and all of a sudden, it's just his eyes just go bloodshot as he tries to swing at Keaton.
And then I feel like you've done this before, so I'll recognize that, and then kind of look back and give Jonathan like
Give Jonathan the nod.
a little nod, and like, because that would have, that would have hurt.
All right, it is around to your turn, Jonathan.
I go run up to the guy that just tried to attack Keaton.
Which one? There's two.
Sorry, the one.
This one?
This one, the one with the shield. That's. So while I do that, though, I kind of expose my hand and I just run my hand along my rapier.
Do we have to go over Tiana's pet peeves? Because that's one of them. Sorry, go on.
Would you rather I not?
Oh, no. My pet peeve tends to be, why the fuck are you going for the hand? That's so important. There's a lot of little tendons. And I rant about this every time it
Character
comes
flourish.
up. You're
We love
fine.
it.
It's fine.
Just doing a light cut.
That's fine.
Don't hurt yourself.
That is his entire
I know.
Yeah.
So evil.
And as I do it, the sword ignites into fire.
All right.
Unfortunately, how much damage do I do to myself? 3.
Ouch.
That almost was a 1, but that is what it is.
I mean, at level 2, what is that? Like 20% of your health?
4 versus 8. Come on. Hey.
And I make a swing at that guy.
All right.
I can't remember the rules of advantage if there's like a teammate nearby, or if there's.
I'm gonna open that up to the table. Would you like to use the flanking rules? Keeping in mind that means that enemies can flank you as well.
I love flanking.
Done.
I personally love flanking.
All right,
But
so
I'm
you'll
willing
need to be here effectively
Okay.
in order to get the flank, but you can get the flank to get the advantage.
You, your ally, and an enemy. That means that he gets advantage.
That is a. Why can't I math? That is a
don't know.
23.
Oh, that certainly hits.
Slicey dice.
So
Roll me some damage.
that is a 1d8. Why can't I find the dice that I'm now?
We're all
Really
having
digging?
kind of a day. Like, I flew in 5 hours ago from a work.
Holy crap!
Yay!
Max damage. You gotta use these gay dice more often.
Dude, you're not kidding. Holy shit. So that is 13 piercing damage plus 4 fire damage.
Okay.
So
Describe what happens to me when you run this bandit through.
I just run up like I have murder in my eyes. And I just run over and just go straight for the throat and just kind of slash it back.
Okay.
And I just glare at the body and just watch it drop. I just look back at the others.
Keaton takes it is like, whoa! But will then take a moment and regain composure and be like, see? Ooh.
Yeah. And I just
Maybe y'all should let us get to our destination.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh.
All right. Is there anything else that you would like to do, Jonathan?
I'm gonna piggyback off that and just leave now.
In the back of your mind, you hear the softest of whispers. Oh, but are you sure? They're such fun little toys.
Just grip the sword more tightly.
All right. Moving on then.
That was very good, John.
Recognizing who one of the bigger threats is here, this person is going to come up and around behind you.
Oh, a flank.
As I
one on the
said,
other side.
whatever you use, the enemies can use on you. It's not quite the flank yet, but
Because there has to be another enemy on the other
yeah.
side.
That's not going to hit with, 7?
Definitely not.
But he does take the swing at you to try and get you off balance as his friend comes running up from this side to get the flank on you. That's much more promising. 18 to hit.
Nope.
Yep.
So I think Jonathan needs to be in the front from now on.
I cannot believe y'all haven't figured that out yet.
I mean, I said this in
To
our
be
session
fair,
0, but it's
I did get
fine.
nat 20 by goblins twice in a row
Maybe
the
you go.
first match.
In fairness, that was goblins with an effective AC of 20.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you did have a. Yeah.
I'm also pretty beefy, so.
Are you? What's your?
24.
Yeah, let's get them in front.
And this
I was, and then you stuck.
I'm trying to intimidate.
And this one's gonna come running over here, recognizing that one's a little bit hard to hit, to try and smack Keaton a bit. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, that's a 14 to hit.
Can I use a bonus action or no?
No.
That was on my thing. Yep. Okay, that hits.
All right. Ooh, need to get that die out now, don't I? All right, that is 5 points of piercing damage to you.
Ouch.
He says as he loses a fourth of his hit points.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Yeah.
All right. Up next, Nox.
I would the guy that just whacked Keaton. I'm gonna take the butt of my knife and hit him in the head with it. I'm trying not to do lethal damage.
You do a non-lethal dagger attack. Got it. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's 24.
Yep.
And 5 points of damage.
Okay.
So I just roll up on him, take out my knife, flip it over to the bone side, whack him in the head.
All right. You see a little trickle of blood coming down the side of his head, but doesn't seem to be terribly affected otherwise.
Cool.
Affected, but not, dropping.
Is there a way, because he's on foot, right?
Yes.
Can I body my horse in there and get between him and Keaton?
I like how we're just.
You're
Dark
just
horses,
leapfrogging
yeah.
your horses. I just want to point out that you're leapfrogging horses.
Well, he's on the ground, you know?
I'm going to need you to make me 2 checks.
Okay,
First, I need you to make me an animal handling check.
sure. 17.
Okay. Hang on, let me pull up the stats. I wasn't expecting to need this.
Like that.
And then I need you to make me a strength check for the horse. Your attribute addition is +3.
Oh, okay.
And are we using, or they're using draft horse, right?
You are on the draft horse, right?
Yeah, I'm on the draft horse.
Is that the same as, or do you have
riding
something
horse
I'm
else?
looking at riding horse.
I'm looking at riding horse too. We'll go with that.
Okay. 12.
Okay. You are able to control the horse well enough. To get it pointed in the right direction, but as it's like trying to body it, it can't quite get in the right spot to get the right angle on this particular guy, because Keaton's horse is also just like, what the fuck is going on? And there's a lot of horse going on here in a very small amount of space.
Yeah.
And these are very patient horses, but they're also not used to things swinging around their heads.
Right.
They're hanging on for the moment, but
Okay.
things might get interesting in a minute.
Okay. And that's my turn.
All right, Genji.
Cool. Right. Just observe. Don't react. Just observe. Here we go. Okay. And he's going to kind of curve around about 20-ish feet this way.
This way?
Yeah, towards the wagon. And he sees the 3 back there.
Uh-huh.
And he's gonna try and give the most condescending look that he saw Keaton do, with like an eyebrow raise and a ha 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 ha.
Make me a performance check.
I was gonna say all 11 people just turn and look at Genji. I'm like, what?
Oh, that's a D12.
Oh,
There you go. Oh, okay, performance. Oh, interesting. 24.
It's actually a really good imitation, drawing on both Genji. That's a ship name. Drawing on both Keaton and also what you remember your brother doing periodically when he just had to, yeah.
And from that, he's sketching in his book, and a soft velvet-like wind swirls around them, and I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on those 3.
All right.
ooh, sizzle.
Thank you, as always, to our dear friend Red Dead Coquette for sending these lovely spell templates
So
that we
helpful.
can see what in the heck is going on.
So each of them's got to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna put that there so I remember where it is. All right, so there are 3 of them.
You're looking for a 14.
Okay. And even with inspiration, 2 of those are not going to be any good. One of them does make it.
Okay.
So this one on this side is not affected by the fairy fire. The other 2 are lit up like beacons.
Yep, so that swirling wind continues to swirl around them, and so if anyone wants to take an attack on them, it is always at advantage.
Wunderbar.
It is a concentration spell.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Noted.
And do I have bonus actions? I do. Now I do. Goodness gracious, that's a lot of bonus actions. I will grab some rocks and just start painting some faces on them and cast Magic Stone on them for later.
Which is a cantrip, if I remember correctly. Excellent. All right. Now, remind me, because it's been a minute since I've used Fairy Fire. Is it while they're in the square, or is it those who were
believe
in the
it's-
square when it happened?
Fairy Fire is,
I can also look it up.
for the duration, affected creatures shed dim light. It affects those that are in it. Or each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined, and it is outlined until I fail my concentration check. So those 2 will.
So they will stay affected even if they leave the cube, but anything
Yeah.
within that cube is still
Illuminated.
round in the
So
light.
all those rocks there have this nice little.
Cool.
And this is actually very reminiscent to Nox of what you saw swirling around him the previous night, those motes of light as they dance.
You'll see the one that wasn't affected. There's just like a
Like that.
of a wind that just
yeah.
misses.
So that's the secret anti-fairy fire.
Sneezing.
Hay fever. Yeah.
Is that going to be the thing from now on?
Sure.
I'm here for it.
Hay fever.
It's hay fever.
It's hay fever time. All right. Let's see. Nox tried to body their way in here. You're now standing on the body of the dead Redbrand, or rather your horse is standing over it.
Oh, I wanted to go the other way.
Oh, you want to go this way?
Yeah, I wanted to get between the two of them, but I was not able to.
Correct. All right, so then, this one, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna wedge himself in there. I'm gonna remove the body from the field because it's annoying me. And take a swipe at Keaton.
Sure. How many are left?
Flanking.
How many are left?
So there's these
7.
two.
7?
Yeah. Okay, and that's a 18 to hit.
Yep.
And that is for 4 points of damage.
Okay.
4 points of damage, yes.
No.
Let me see. This one, the other two back there are looking at the situation, just like looking at the little motes of starlight that are surrounding them and just, what the fuck, man?
Just continues to laugh at them because there has been no words that he's picked up yet.
Okay, love it. Oh goodness, what do we? That is you. Okay.
Yep.
There's a lot going on here all of
Yeah.
a sudden, so I'm trying to keep track. Bum bum bum. Where would they go? 5, 10, 15, 20. They're gonna, you know, they'll take a whack at the lobster. At 20.
Well, crap.
Love you.
Wow.
Love you too.
So that is
think so.
9 points of damage.
Oh, that's not bad. You're fine, John. Oh.
This is where we remember that he's kind of a glass cannon. A little bit. All right, and they don't have crossbows. Why don't they have crossbows? They should have crossbows.
No.
I think
Because
they're
they're
fine.
poor. I need to hand them some gold.
Oh my god.
Are you gonna condescend them out of poverty?
Oh, you can't afford your crossbows. Here, have a gold.
Thanks, bruv. We'll get one so we can shoot you. Things are getting crowded in here, so 10, 15, 20, 25. Can't really get in there to do anything. So he's gonna actually use a move action to come all the way around, but that's all they can do. All right. Back to the top of the lineup, Keaton.
All right.
Surrounded.
Yeah, surrounded and being chopped to bits. So,
Fireball.
yeah, fireball.
I didn't ask how big the room is.
Keaton is gonna look over to Nox for a minute, because I'm not sure if Nox has ever seen Keaton actually wield, be aggressive, be aggressive. So, so he'll reach into his pouch again, and then he'll pull out what seems to be it's this it looks like a pressed flower, and he'll hold it, and it'll start to glow like a deep purple, and then it looks like it almost goes into his skin, and as it does, you swear the world turns black and white for a second, like an old movie.
Okay.
And so a la Scott Pilgrim too, it's like boom, boom, these things cross across the middle
like
of the thing.
a old Japanese samurai
Exactly.
film. Sure.
And so he does that as he casts Blade Song, or he uses Blade Song. So then you'll hear the music start going like you'll start hearing this drumming from somewhere, hopefully confusing people. And he will pull out a very large sword and hack at the one that just hit him.
If this is like cloud-sized sword, you and I are going to
It's
have
not. No. It's not. Yeah. And cleave the 18 people.
Oh,
No, just one.
Got it.
Yeah. No, just the one. Just one. And do it one-handed. So.
All right, you have a selection to choose from. Who would you like to?
Has anyone been hit? I don't remember. I don't think anyone has yet.
One of them has.
Okay.
I believe it was this one.
Yes.
Then that's the one I'm going to aim for.
All right, do it.
Ooh.
Use a bit.
Can I use a bit? Well, I don't know.
It's almost 9, my guy.
Okay, yeah, bit. We'll use a bit.
Here, toss it.
Oh, sorry. Is it a
That's
bit?
two.
Okay. Well, no. So then that's a 11 to hit.
Meets a pizza.
Oh,
These
all right.
are worse armor than the goblins.
Chop.
We'll talk about that later.
Oh, and max damage. That's 11.
All right. Describe what happens in this anime, in this Japanese samurai moment.
Complete silence, just clean head off. Yeah, like that, and then just will.
Is it like a?
Yeah, exactly. It's the clean, and then it just stays there for a minute.
Nice.
It falls off, and then we'll kind of get at, like, what is it when they
Flick the sword.
lick the sword? Thank you. Okay, thanks, guys.
We're great at words.
Yeah, and then we'll actually resheath it.
All right.
Ooh, so fast. Be like,
Yep. That's it.
Is there anything else that you would like to do?
No, just look at one of the other ones and go like, ooh. But you still hear the kind of like drumming.
Yeah, they're
This is
all
going for the-
a little unnerved by this, to be honest. But the one that is south of you, I'm going to show you these cardinal directions
Sure.
where north is me. South of you is kind of like shaking off a little bit and like, meh. Just like an anime grunt noise before trying to swat you.
Sure.
They're really unnerved. That was a 6 to hit you.
Nope.
No, I can't make that up even with a bit.
Oh, no.
Remind me, does Bladesinger give you higher AC?
I don't want to tell you how much, though. I don't want to make it a surprise. I'm on fire, though.
It has been. I have been in a campaign with a Bladesinger wizard. I've never played one though.
It's fun, and thank you to
fascinating.
Ben. Ben was actually suggesting it.
Hey,
And I love it. It works for his character.
it's pretty fantastic. All right, so that was all that was left of that group. Jonathan.
So I'm going to take a slash at that little guy who's on fire with the fairy fire.
Okay.
So the one, that's closest to us.
All right, go ahead. You have advantage, remember?
Nope. Nat 20!
On the gay die.
Yes, it is.
Christ!
I'm gonna ban this from the
up.
table here in a minute.
Homophobia.
Please don't. We've been over the past 3 games.
How dare you be homophobic?
I am the worst.
In October.
Oh, that was not as great.
So that is 6.
Did you double the dice? It's a nat 20.
Yeah, I forgot. I got a nat 20. So does my fire damage get doubled too, or just the?
Anything that rolls dice.
So
Which also includes sneak attack for rogues, which is the
yeah,
thing
because my total would be 1 + 5 + 3, so that'd be 9. So that'd be 18.
So just what you
Or is it
roll.
just the die, not the bonus?
just the die, not the bonus, and you can choose whether you want to like roll the dice twice and add them together, or add together what you have done.
I'm gonna roll the die twice.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my
there you go.
God!
See?
This is why we do that.
Oh! That is.
Did you behead this person?
I got max damage on that second roll, so that is 12, 16, 21.
Yes, you in fact behead this person.
Another
Good,
slurp
guys.
to the ground.
Yeah, another slurp. We just slurping.
Why didn't I use these dice sooner?
Keep 'em.
Oh!
I don't know.
Yeah, it's true.
But just wait, viewers. At some point, they're going to come back and bite him in the ass at
Yeah.
the worst possible
great.
time.
It's how it works with me all the time. It
Always.
is.
You.
Yeah.
Curse you. How dare you say that?
We all know it's true. I'm just saying what everyone's thinking.
Remember, I'm hashtag cursed.
We need that. We need that dice tray. All right. Jonathan, excellent use of a turn. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
Once again, I'm just staring daggers at these people. Like, I'm not even saying anything now. It's clear
Yeah.
that Jonathan is out for blood.
All right.
No words.
Yeah. And the message is starting to get across. There are 5 of them left at this point, and they're starting to look a little iffy. But they kind of like bolster each other. Sorry, I didn't mean to steal that sound.
Bro.
And this one is going to attack Jonathan.
Sorry, I just realized what I was gonna do, but too late.
My dice are hashtag cursed. Because the highest one was a 5. Let's see. Yeah, and I mean, against Jonathan, even more so, no. And then the other one is going to also take a swat, because people don't learn. Okay, a little better. Not good enough, but a little better.
What was
See,
it?
that is a 14. I'm gonna go ahead and use a bit.
Yes, you are.
To try and boost that up.
Wait, are you hitting me or?
I'm hitting you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was like, yeah, come on. Come
No,
at me, bro.
no.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm fine now.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Oh.
Thank you, our beloved viewers. Very much appreciated. All right, so that is 4 points of damage for you.
You good. You good, buddy.
Feeling the heat there?
Lit.
That's fine.
All right, that is the end of their turn. Nox, you are up.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of blood going on there. I'm gonna do the same thing I did before, except for with the person behind me. I'm gonna whack him in the head with the butt of my knife.
All right, go ahead and roll me an attack.
You have advantage too with the silvery barb moment. Because you didn't use it last time. If you want to use it right now.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Do it.
I just don't know if I want to roll that single
Oh.
or a different one.
Oh no. Oh no.
12.
You could.
Oh, bit?
Wait, remember, wasn't 11 the one that meets it beats it last time?
Oh, it was.
12.
You hit.
Ah,
Cool.
good call. Good memory.
4 points of damage.
All right. You lash out at this guy, and you do catch him along the side of the head, and he's bleeding. He's still up,
Okay.
but he's not particularly happy.
I'm just gonna fully turn my attention toward him and try to keep him away from Keaton.
That's nice of you.
Adorable. Genji.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nox. Was there anything else that you wanted to do?
Nope. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. Why not? Why not?
Uh-oh.
Sees this guy in front of him that's harrying Jonathan, is just gonna take one of those rocks. Right now, this one's got a face that's like a and he just goes, throws it at him to hit for a 17.
Hits.
Oh, nice.
Yes. For 8 damage.
Okay. Describe what happens as you send this little rock through his brain.
Oh, I think I see him wielding, about to raise his what kind of weapon does he have?
It's a short sword.
Has a short sword.
Short sword.
And I see his shoulder, and I'm just like, okay, don't hit him, and then straight into the shoulder, and just watch it go.
Yeah. Did you want that to be non-lethal damage? Non-lethal magic stone damage?
Sure, non-lethal magic stone damage.
Sure, you know what? Why not? So yeah, this guy goes down yelling and clutching at his completely ruined shoulder. Down and unconscious, but not dead.
Okay, yeah. And and trying to muster up some of what Mr. Keaton's energy, and then also some of Makoto's energy. No one can see it, but there's just a little bit of a glow that travels down his hand, and he just feels himself pulling back an invisible string and sends a scintillating streak of light towards the guy behind Jonathan as I activate my starry form.
What the heck is that?
You can't see it.
I know.
It's in the sunlight. It's like when you see a car with their high beams on, and you're like, it's in the sunlight. No one can see it.
Is it like a little bit of a glitter along that arm for anyone who's close enough to see?
Very much like a constellation. You can see the stream of light go down, and then the hand itself has a glowing mote here, and then the other hand, as it pulls back, another glowing mote on the other hand, and sends it flying.
I love that.
So cool.
And do I hit with a 10?
Bit.
Everyone just howls bit at the same time.
Because you'll hit with a bit.
You'll hit with a bit.
With a 3, so 13.
Certainly hits. So describe what it looks like when you hit with your starry form.
Very much like the shooting star he saw that night, or last night. It just flies off and it strikes, and Has anyone else seen Howl's Moving Castle?
Yes. Of course.
Just like when
Finally, I can say yes.
when all of the falling stars come down, it's just like a blast of light that looks very painterly as it strikes him. Kaleidoscope of colors.
So cool.
Dealing.
Let's all hold hands and do that creepy dance around.
Oh, only 5 damage.
Okay. It hits this guy's like center of mass, and all of you can see like this little. It's again, it's broad daylight, so it's hard to see, but there is like a sparkle.
As they fall to the ground?
They're still standing.
Oh.
Barely.
I feel like Keaton would look back to see where that came from.
And he's still holding that pose of just letting it having released, and it probably with your perception you can just see glowing motes at the hands.
Oh, interesting.
Whoa. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Excellent. All right. Cool. So this one back here is going to attack Nox, looking more and more uncertain by the moment, to be honest. Okay, that's a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Ooh, for 8 points of damage. Max that one out a bit. And then this one is going to. Is that one? Yes. Yeah. I have them organized into groups, and I'm trying to keep track of who's who.
Makes sense.
All right, and the 2 that are next to you, Keaton, are going to both take attacks on you.
That may be downed. Let's see.
I will remind you that your reaction has reset if you choose to use something.
Thank you.
Because I know that's. Oh my God! You don't need to. That is an 8 and a 6 to try and hit you.
Hold on.
This is high.
Yeah. We love to see it. All right, top of the lineup, Keaton. What would you like to do?
In seeing how this is turning out, I will look at the nearest red
Brand.
red brand.
Brand.
Yeah.
Names are hard.
Yeah, and we'll do it again because I'm still in that feeling my moment. We'll take out my sword with one hand and attempt to slash.
Go for it.
We'll see. We'll see. That's a 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Cool.
Most assuredly.
Cool. And
Bye.
Good roll too.
that's gonna be a 7.
Okay.
But I am not trying to attack. I want to cut off their arm, like the one I see them wielding a weapon with.
Okay. Make me a dexterity check, please. Cool.
Sorry, just thinking like a Kira Kurosawa where they're all.
Oh, and that's exactly what it is now. Yeah, Not 20.
All right. Cold shots are usually harder to do. You nat 20 the dex check. This guy's arm goes flying off in a direction.
God.
Now it's Kill Bill. Now we're in Kill Bill, guys. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
All right.
Just be like, ooh.
Sorry, bro.
Just want to save them. Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to live here.
Won't it be easier without them around?
We're late for our appointment.
The group of bandits that were designated are gone. Jonathan, what would you like to do?
I'm going to attack the one that's actually behind Keaton.
Nice.
Okay.
The one with the one arm.
Which you have
Got it.
flanking on because you are opposite sides.
Yes. It's kind of a cocked, but
Oh, look at
even better. That is a
roll.
20. It works.
It does.
It's
We're not arguing that.
Yeah, right.
I just doing the salt bay thing.
Yeah, true.
It's like, my God, no wonder he does that.
20 what?
20, why can I not math?
Because it's been that kind of day.
Yes, it has been.
Believe me, I understand. This morning I was in Las Vegas.
Sorry, 24.
Oh, that's more than double hits.
Yeah.
Like,
Double damage.
no.
Yeah.
If only. Cocked. That is 11 damage.
Oh yeah, you have put this one down. like the mad dog that he is.
Bye-bye.
At this point, you're pretty much covered in other people's blood.
Yeah. I'm more blood than man.
This is Kill Bill. Like, literally, like, he's just covered in blood. 2 eyes. Yeah. I love that.
Anything else for you there, Jonathan?
Oh, I'm tempted to use that badge of heroism right now to give me those temporary hit points. Although I'm not sure if that counts as a bonus action or an action.
What does it say?
I haven't been able to find out yet, so I'm not going to use it.
We'll look at it later.
I think I will use a health potion, though, because I think we did get some of those earlier.
You did from, what's her bucket? I'm tired.
Understandable.
Yeah, they got passed around. So,
Okay.
yes, you have a 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah. Because I'm at the point where it just takes one. Oh! That is 9 hit points.
Very nice. Love it when the dice work for you.
Finally, my day has come! After 3 episodes of bad luck.
You just had to find the gay dice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Really, that was the key. All right. The last member of this group that's next to you, Jonathan, is going to take one more attempt at this. Okay, 22 to hit.
And that's why I healed!
Smart person. Oh, come on. 3 points of damage.
Oh, I didn't have to heal. Better safe than sorry, though.
You're not wrong. All right, Hughes was the only one remaining of that group, so Nox, you're up.
Same thing.
Smacky smacky.
Don't have time for this shit. 13?
Hits.
Okay.
Dun 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 dun.
4 points of damage.
All right. After battering away at this guy for a while, just like, get down.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
You do finally, he turns his head at just the right time, and you're able to catch him right between the eyes, and his eyes roll back in his head, and he collapses, unconscious, not dead.
Right between the eyes.
Genji. Sorry, is there anything else you'd like to do next? I keep forgetting that.
That's okay. I'll stand up a little bit here. No,
All right.
no. I'm just gonna stay right there.
Sounds good to me. Genji?
Now I'm gonna ask how you would rule this. So
hear
for the additional like Starry Archer form shot thing, it says you can make a ranged spell attack hurling a luminous arrow on a bonus action. Does that mean I can also cast a spell?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me verify while to look this over real quick.
Because that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, is this just gonna be like?
It is part of your wild shape and is not a spell. Therefore, you can do that as your bonus action and cast as your action.
Okay, cool. So he'll make another. Just feeling a little emboldened, we'll fire another one at the same guy behind Jonathan. For a 15 to hit.
Hits.
For a total of 8 damage.
All right. Yeah, that one you see just like light up with like a star map around them for a second before it constricts around them, and they drop dead.
And he's going to take another pull at the bow, and I feel like he's going to feel like just a little bit of a touch on the shoulder. It's like a little too high. And as he pulls back and fires at the last one, he's going to fire a guiding bolt at it.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
It's either going to work very well or not at all because guiding bolt.
That's an 18 to hit.
Very well. It hits.
And that's gonna be stupid amount of dice. What was it? 44? 46? What is how I've never used guiding bolt. Yeah, 46. Okay, so I have 3.
The guiding bolt is kind of broken. It's a cleric spell. They're great.
6, 9, 14 damage.
Okay. Your guiding bolt slams this guy in the chest, and he staggers back a step. He's still standing, but only just, and he's lit up like a Christmas tree.
Just staring at the glowing motes in his hands.
Is this the one with one arm?
Yes.
Bro.
Here's that.
Bro.
Bro.
No, I won't say bro, but it's kind of like, be like, sir, come on. Like,
Sir.
don't do that. Just kidding.
Okay,
Just observe.
Just observe.
Right,
Just
Conrad,
observe.
Conrad,
Just do
Conrad.
my thing. Just done. All right. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
Marvel at his hands
Yeah.
at their glowingness. Yep.
Marvel or scream. 6 of
Both at the same time.
All right. The final bandit is going to take in the situation, clutching at his like bleeding, missing arm, and is gonna run for it. Just he will take the action to disengage, and just start running. Are any of you going to pursue?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, same.
Keaton, your turn.
Yep. Chase after and just like knock him. Just want to get him prone.
Okay.
Actually, should we do this with some? Yeah. So
What would you
in
like
watching him run, he's gonna go and he'll reach into his pouch as usual, and he'll pull out just like a small piece, like a little wedge of Swiss cheese, and he's just gonna. You'll see it, and he'll just kind of hold it like this and go, and like squeeze it, and grease will appear. Cheese grease. In that where he's. Yeah, center of the square that he sees. It's like, and then he'll put it back in his pouch, and hopefully it'll manifest, or it does manifest. And
It does
it's a
manifest.
dex saving throw of 14.
That's cocked. Is it? No. No.
Then it'll be knocked prone. That's it.
Just
yeah. And then, That's it.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say that we are out of combat since this guy is. I mean, he could try to keep running, but it's gonna be a little bit tricksy.
No, and we need 2 for information. Or maybe we don't. Poor Nox.
Hey, I got 1 too. We've got 3.
Oh, I thought there was only 1 left.
There are a
There's
couple
3.
that have been knocked unconscious and consciously not killed.
Gotcha. Well,
I'm gonna slide off the horse, and I'm going to, with my -1 strength, try to pull the ones that are unconscious and prop them up against a building.
All right, so what was it? This one and this one. Go ahead and make me a strength check.
Sure, I can do that.
Can you?
Adrenaline. No.
So I will say one of the ones that they hit was one with the
Fairy fire.
Fairy fire, so they could still have their silvery barbs.
Sure, I'll allow it.
I think it's only for 1 roll though. Because I don't know.
But they didn't use their right? Because
Because they used the silvery barbs on that one, but that one had fairy fire on it, so they would have already had advantage with the
Oh, I see what you're
Yeah.
saying. Got it.
Go ahead.
Because I think it's technically the next one is what this says for the future. Yeah.
Okay.
11.
Work.
It takes some effort. These are fairly beefy guys, but you are able to get them hauled over and leaned up against their headquarters, you assume, the Giant's Tap.
Okay.
Oh, this is their little clubhouse.
I'm gonna take some rope and I'm gonna tie him up.
Okay. Let's see. They're unconscious. Make me a sleight of hand just to see how good you use that rope.
My sleight of hand.
Red.
9.
You've done better.
Okay.
But for the moment, they are unconscious and at least nominally restrained.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit there for a second. Take a deep breath.
Is Cheese Whiz over there with him too, or is he still?
No, he's still over there because they just mentioned the 2 over
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Unless you want to have Cheese Whiz over there.
Yeah, we should probably give him. Do you want to go grab? Got it. We'll grab Cheesy Boy and also bring him over.
I'll help.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and make me a strength check at advantage.
Advantage.
Holy! So we found out where my bad rolls went.
They're on these gay dice.
They can only be one game.
I rolled a 2 and we're like, we got this. That one. So.
Beautiful. Love it. It's a little tricky to drag this guy over. He's
So
The grease.
funny. It's
It's so hard to get hold of him.
He's
all that
greasy.
nasty grease all over him.
good call.
Swiss, really?
Well, it's either that or
At least it wasn't Parmesan.
yeah. That's for the another. You'll see that in action.
Love it. But you do, after some time, like, get the three of them together. These two are starting to stir a little bit.
Harbin! I'm just gonna yell. I'm just gonna keep yelling. Harbin! Harbin, get your ass out here! Harbin! I'm gonna walk around town and I'm gonna yell Harbin.
You're gonna go find Harbin? All right. He is some distance away at the Guildmaster's Hall. And I don't think you've met Harbin yet. Glorious.
I
love
love
it.
that.
Here for it.
Great version.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm new to town.
Well, let's just say the Noxes don't have a very good reputation.
Oh, I love that.
They have a reputation.
It's amazing.
You know, notoriety works in multiple directions.
So I will be off looking for Harbin.
The whole entire town would just be like, we told you we were late for our appointment.
Gonna have my 2 remaining stones with the little faces on them, and they kind of just glow as I put them near their faces. Be like, see?
Yeah.
That's what we do. One of them just has like an O face, being like, oh.
An O-face, huh?
Yep.
I'm just nearby, just I'm still staring daggers at them, like the sword still in hand.
Yeah, you thought these were
not
bad?
yet.
Look at this guy. Actually from the streets.
Not entirely wrong.
And since you were so fond of our shiny, pretty little things, I think I'm gonna have a look at what you have in here for your shiny, pretty things. So I'm gonna loot. Well,
Sure. They got a whole lot of not much.
Oh.
Like, legitimately, they broke. They broke his shit.
Oh,
What kind of bandits are they?
I feel bad for them. They just wanted new clothes.
They're just
wanted to murder us.
for what's going on. I mean, they do have their short swords that you saw in use. They have leather armor, which, I mean,
Yeah.
you can't wear it, and everyone else is like,
Already have it.
I can now. I can.
oh, did you?
Yeah, I can.
Neat.
Yeah, but I don't.
Same.
You thought these were greasy.
No, thank you. All right. So, as you're walking through town shouting for Harbin.
Harbin, get your ass out here.
You're actually starting to draw a small crowd of people who are just waiting to see what in the heck is going on. And you make it over to the town master's hall, where the door opens and you see Harbin Wester, who is a tall, somewhat rotund man with mutton chops from hell. And very much overdressed for the situation. He is dressed in very nice clothes, has a chain of state over his shoulders that you recognize the insignia of Phandalin. And he is leaning on a cane as he looks at you. Oh, well, I do say, how can I help you?
What are you doing about the Redbrands?
The Redbrands. Will.
The red band.
The Redbrands. I say, what is your name?
The hospitality of this town has been excellent, save but for the dirty fuckers in the red coats.
And you hear kids in the background just like, dirty fuckers. Oh my god, they swore. Fuckers.
Now, the visitors that were accosted today do not have to live here, but the rest of y'all do. And I find this unacceptable. And what do you propose to do about it, sir?
I'm sorry. What is your name?
My name is Desmond Knox.
Knox.
Oh my god, guys.
No, pretty much. And Harbin just kind of like leans a little bit on his cane, appraising you. Why don't we take this conversation inside?
I don't think we need to, sir.
I would very much prefer to.
We have 3 of the Redbrands alive and several more that are dead. Now, if you would please let all of us get to our business and take care of the mess downtown, we won't have to have more words, sir.
He actually goes pale as you say all of this, and then he's gonna like look around and just like, he looks like he is genteelly escorting you. His hand on your arm is clammy and hard as he like grabs hold of you and is like, let's talk inside. And he's not particularly strong, but he's stronger than a -1 strength.
Yeah.
Do you resist being drawn inside?
Yeah.
All right. Make me a strength check.
Okay.
Bits.
Oh, hell yeah, we do.
Good.
Okay. Should I use a bit?
Yes.
Okay.
Why not? For story.
Yeah, don't go in there for scary man. What's scary man? Emasculated man.
Okay. 16.
Ooh.
Got a 17.
God damn it.
So close.
Sorry.
Surgical strike. Strike him in the ribs. Max damage.
It is a scuffle getting you inside, but he does eventually get you in and slam the door and be like, all right, look. None of us around here can do anything about them. How many people have you seen around here armed?
And whose fault is that?
No one comes out here. There isn't the money to hire them.
So you're just letting these people fend for themselves. You're not sending from help for any...
To who? People want paying. Right?
You can't train the people here?
With
You
what?
can't build a militia?
With what? We don't have weapons.
Have you decided to contact anyone, like, from the Lord's Alliance or anything?
We only just got a contact with the Lord's Alliance, and then he got accosted on the roads by some fucking goblins. This is a frontier town.
I'm well aware of that,
It's
sir.
been real hard out
I
here.
am well aware of that, sir.
And you come in here like you think you know everything? You've been here for what, 2 days, if that? Don't you come in here and tell me how to run my town. I'm doing my best here.
Doesn't seem like it,
You don't know.
from what I've heard.
Are you gonna try to help? You gonna do anything to step up to it, or are you gonna just throw some words around?
Why do you think I'm here?
Then why are we shouting at each other?
I want to leave.
All right. He's not gonna stop you.
Now I will go back to my friends.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Genji's like tapping one of them. It's like, all right, tell me, where's Thel? Or the wife of Thel and kid, where are they?
Please stop.
No, tell me where they are.
I want to be. Keaton will be standing behind Genji when he's doing this interrogation, and will just kind of put his hand. Yeah. But when they're not answering, we'll put his hand on his sword and be like,
All right. The manor up on the hill. It's where our main hideout is. Like this is just where we spend time when we're down here in the town. You got to keep a presence down here to keep the town folk in line. Manor up on the hill, it's where everyone else is, and there's we got people. Got some folk down near the old crypts. Some folks that are being held for now, being guarded by, boy, it sounds stupid to say out loud, skeletons.
Why?
Because they gotta keep the people in line when they're trying to step out.
But why are they being held by skeletons? They're not hard slaps, I swear.
It's adorable. Why not use the free labor you got?
Can they see us from up there?
No, probably not.
Free labor for what?
Jonathan's covered in blood. Can you see us? Oh,
Like
God.
it's Carrie.
I keep
It's like,
forgetting he's there.
there's blood.
Oh, God.
Keeping captives.
Wait, so the skeletons are the free labor for keeping the captives. Why do you have the captives?
To keep the town in line.
To keep the town in line. But why do you need to hold them?
More effective if you can ransom them eventually. Oi.
Okay.
The cow is white as milk.
I'm glad I'm not the only one thinking it.
About how far up is that manor, out of curiosity?
I mean, it's very visible in the town. It's like a quarter of a mile up a hill.
I'm gonna take that greased one and start dragging him behind me.
Oh, shit.
The one that is missing an arm and bleeding all over the place.
Running up that hill.
And what is your intention, Jonathan?
Just you wait and see.
Really? Okay.
He's already greased up.
Yeah. So I just grab him and start hauling him up.
All right.
And while I'm...
Jonathan!
Let him do whatever
Go ahead
he's
and make
going
me a
to do.
strength check.
Oh, wait. No, I gotta do the special salt bait throw.
Console bait.
No. I'm gonna use a bit.
Well, that.
Will it
Probably.
really help them?
No, it won't. That was
What did you roll?
that was a 4.
Okay. I mean,
So slippery with blood, it's just like...
yeah, you're slippery with blood. He's slippery with grease. Like, it's hard to get a good purchase on him, especially because he's still writhing in pain from, the missing arm.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, this is what I'll do then. I'm gonna tie him up with my rope and then drag him.
All right, go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check.
Better.
Much better. That's a dirty 20.
All right, so you do successfully, hog tie him.
Yeah.
Kind of literally like a hog that's squirming all over the place. You gonna do anything about the fact that he's bleeding out?
Oh no.
Oh, I can patch him up a bit.
Yeah, at that point, we will have probably.
He now has dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in
It's
his
just
wound.
like.
I mean, that's an
you know-
infection. We'll deal with that some other point.
I could cauterize it with my sword.
Oh, is it still in? Yeah. Go
Yeah.
for it.
No!
Oh,
I'm not gonna do that because he is covered in grease.
good point.
Very smart.
And that was part of my plan, as you're soon about to see as I drag him up the hill.
Interesting.
As he's being getting hog-tied, I'm trying to staunch the wound a little bit so he's done die. Not one.
Well,
I'm just yanking him away.
Jonathan.
As you are, this is a medicine check, yeah?
Yeah, so total 5.
Okay. Okay.
Jonathan, I'm just.
As you are attempting to hold up the wound as Jonathan is yanking him away, you actually end up tearing the flesh a little bit more, opening it wider, and there's a spurt of blood that goes across your clothing.
Okay, guys, I also rolled medicine, so I'll take some aloe leaves that are in my thing and just kind of slap them. Yeah, just slap them on the
just
thing.
me.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like,
Oh my god! What was your medicine check? What'd you roll?
it was an 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do.
For the sunburn, I guess.
Exactly. I'm just I don't know. It's all I'm.
Cal went to all this effort to find this beautiful herbal.
Well, but they're not with us. They're not with us. I have tea, but I'm not gonna brew tea.
It's amazing.
And also, aloe fixes everything. We all know this.
Sure.
Eat it, slather it, drink it. Fine. But yeah, so I'll just slap some aloe. It's ooh.
Yeah, you are able to staunch the wound enough so that it's not.
No,
really
and then
up.
we'll be like, go ahead. Please.
Yeah, I'm just,
Oh, but how many? How many are there?
Many more than down here. It's our base.
I'm not going all the way up. I'm going far enough where they can see clearly.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Okay. They tend to hang out underground, my guy. They tend to be my guy. That was one of the other ones. The one that you've been flicking in the face.
Am I back yet?
Would you like to be back?
You're probably
at this
coming
point?
back as he's dragging off armless the Black Knight. Yeah.
And just, it's like,
Yeah, Nox, you're approaching it like they're having this philosophical conversation.
Let's go.
Oh.
Ooh. Up the hill?
Nope. We're gonna go see Radoth. Getting out of this fucking town.
Oh.
What do we do with them?
I don't have a good solution right now, and neither does Harbin, and we don't have time for this. This was not the fight that I wanted to get into today. This is a problem that needs to be dealt with, to be sure, but it is beyond what we are able to do right now.
I do agree with Nox. I do feel that, Jonathan, what are you planning to do?
Make an example of him.
I don't think that's a bad idea.
Keaton's gonna step back. I have opinions.
If we
but
leave, do you think they're gonna retaliate on the town?
we'll be around.
A day away?
I don't know. Will you? Because I'm gonna look to the two that are being, three's accompanied by this. Will we have a problem when we come back in 24 hours?
Probably.
Oh, so then there's no reason. I was hoping to let you go alive, but
You're gonna make the choice that you make.
I just look around the townsfolk. These people. All they do is take and take and take. Take your possessions, your livelihoods, your families! That's all they'll ever do. But you know what? It is time to take everything back. And I smack the grease guy with my sword.
And he ignites, screaming.
I didn't mean quite like that, but okay.
Takes one of the stones and just aims it straight at his head.
Go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Ooh, that's only a 10. We're out of bits, aren't we?
I got one if you want to give him a mercy kill.
That's what I'm trying to do. 14.
That hits.
Oh, come back. 8 damage.
All right, and with the intent of a mercy kill, that is exactly what you do. Although the body does continue to burn in the center of the street.
I'll be right back. Goes around the corner.
I don't know if anyone can see this. Nox might clock it, but Keaton is revising his opinion of one Mr. Jonathan.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
No, it's no. Is actually not a fan of what just happened. But again, it won't say anything and won't do anything. Still a stern face, but is kind of just like, It's kind of like when you see, like you have a really good friend that doesn't tip the waiter, and you're kind of like, oh, interesting.
Yeah. Except,
That's what's
instead of not tipping the waiter, he just set the person on fire.
Right. Well, I mean, equivalent in this land, but
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
but yeah. And again, not negative or positive. It's just like a revision of like
Yeah, Jonathan the flame dissipates, he sheathes the sword, just looks around like he's just walks off.
Before he walks off, if Jonathan will allow, Keaton will go up and kind of try and just put a hand on Jonathan's shoulder, if it's allowed.
It's up to you.
It's okay. It's allowed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. We'll just put him and be like, okay. Okay. And we'll is the sword still flaming?
No, it's sheathed now.
It's sheathed. Okay. And just gonna kind of lead Jonathan, like to where I'm assuming Nox is wanting us to go. Not really say much else. Just a couple of hands on the shoulders for someone behind him.
Yeah, I'm just keeping my head low.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are we going?
we are.
Okay.
And you two, to the two that are still on the thing and tied up. It's like you should probably tell your crew what will happen if we come back and hear that other people have been hurt or bullied or harassed.
Glassstaff won't care.
Glass staff.
Glassstaff, our leader. Wizard too, more powerful than you.
Thanks for the heads up.
Glad to help.
Keep walking.
Go fuck off, and then see what's left of the town when you come back.
You harm one more hair on their heads.
Let's go.
Yeah, go on. Go off with your tail between your legs. Have fun.
Come along. And we'll lead them on.
Can I, as we're walking away,
I've got the things too. but-
I just want to take the temperature of the townspeople that came out.
Oh,
I want to just observe, what do they look like? What are they feeling? What's on their faces?
Make me an insight check, and before you do, Duke Fleeg sent another bit for the table.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Thank you, Duke Fleeg.
Anyone who would like to can also make that insight check if they feel so inclined.
Dirty 20.
love that. Focusing on this one right now.
I'd like to make an insight check on Nox as to what they gather from the reactions. 21.
Okay. Are you making a check, or are you just too...
Nice.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay. So you two who are getting the temperature of the town, right? That's what you wanted to do as well?
Yeah, I'm just kind of eyeing them while I'm being kind of moved away.
Everyone looks terrified, frankly. There's a sense of, I don't want to say hopelessness, but close of the, with those checks, the general sense, and even some whispers that you hear is essentially they kicked the wasp's nest, and now we're gonna pay the price.
And I think what you get filtered through Nox's experience is, I have made the worst possible mistake that I could have made. And I have fucked this entire town.
Okay.
And after taunts from chuckleheads, as we're walking away, I am going to cast some poison spray to try and subtly murder them.
Subtly murder them.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
With that blue cheese moment.
Blue cheese.
Is that checks
It's a
on
con.
mind?
It's a con. Yeah, 14.
Yeah, that's a 7 out of 12.
Cool.
There.
Murder
Yeah.
them, but
That's an 8 and a 13,
okay. And then that's 7 poison damage.
which is enough to sap the last of the life out of them and leave them gagging on the smell of blue cheese. Appropriately so.
Yeah.
I think
Oh man.
seeing Nox's expression. Oh god, Genji's just doing that. He's just like, town people, Phandalin.
Oh god.
I know you're afraid, and that's okay. We are going to help you, and we're going to deal with this problem now, because you are afraid, and I can see that, and I vomited around that corner, and it was not pleasant, and I'm pretty sure you all want to vomit too, so we're gonna go up there and we're gonna handle this because we've made your lives harder and we don't want that. So sit tight. We'll be back. Yeah. Woo.
Make me a performance check, please. At advantage.
Oh, shit.
Because there's a lot of sincerity in what you're saying. You're not polished, and that's part of what.
Dirty 20.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can feel like the mood of the town doesn't change, but you do feel like a subtle lightening. And looking around, you can see a little bit of hope. Much more fear, because, I mean, they have all of the time that, you know, they've had with the Redbrands. They have all of the experience with them of, you know, what happens when someone rises up. But there's also a bunch of dead bodies in the street, and with your words, there's a little bit of hope.
Cool. Turns back to the party. I am sorry, but I think...
Whisper louder.
I'm sorry, do we handle this? Or do we, like... I was just saying stuff that was coming out of my mouth, and...
I would defer to Nox. Nox is going to have to live here. Also, Keaton did not clock anything that Nox was feeling just now, so has no point of reference for what's happening.
Yeah.
It's your promise, you made it.
Okay.
Now we gotta do it.
Yep. Okay, let's...
What are we doing?
Go up the hill?
Right now.
Yeah. It's just the start of the day. We could be done by lunch.
I just need to take a moment if that's okay.
Yeah. You know, you said, living a life and adventure, and I honestly don't remember a lot of the words because there was a lot last night, and I again, I haven't told you anything about it, but like last night was a lot, so it just, but yeah, adventure, living a life, and telling stories about said life, and that felt like that was a Genji decision.
It was a very Genji decision.
With Genji execution.
I don't really feel like running full force into a manor house where I don't know what's happening. But again, you made the decision. You're in charge now.
At the thought of being in charge, just hits Genji like a wave. Yeah, in charge.
If you're gonna announce to the whole town that you're gonna solve their problem, you better have a plan. Because I sure as fuck don't.
Okay. 1 second. Goes around the corner.
And as you're relieving yourself of your breakfast and emotions, a moment later you hear a very quiet, Mr. Genji?
Yes.
You look over and you see Carp, the little halfling boy.
Mm-hmm. Hi.
You're gonna go up there.
Yeah.
Is that part of the story?
Oh. No. Different story.
Okay, well, I know a way in that isn't the front door.
Okay. That's great.
I think so. I saw bandits and the Redbrands going in there, and they almost saw me. They didn't see me, but
with the glowing hand goblins.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was this tunnel that they went into, and I think it goes into the hill.
That's great. That's a start. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Cool.
Are you gonna help us? Really?
And I'm assuming I can get a very clear read on this.
Oh, this kid is scared.
Yeah.
Because like one of his playmates is gone.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna get down on one knee, look him straight in the eyes, place a hand on his shoulder, and just trying to channel his sister in any way. Yes. We're going to help you.
You do feel that warm hand on the back of your neck, giving you that little bit of extra encouragement, that little bit of extra strength.
Okay.
And you see the boy kind of okay.
All right.
And I can help by showing you the tunnel. Yeah.
That's all I ask for.
Okay. Why don't you all come back to the farm? Your buddy can get hosed down. He's covered in an awful lot of blood.
Yeah.
And we can, I can show you where it is, or at least where I think it is, and you can figure things out.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. Group. Party. Adventurers. We're trying here. We're going to. Carpier has a way into the hill that is secret, and we're going to.
Are you saying this in front of everybody?
Well, like. With
okay. I was like, the entire town is just watching us. Carp has a secret plan.
A secret tunnel we're gonna go through. So he's going to help us just get to this tunnel after we hose you down, because you are redder than a lobster that I have pulled out from the ocean. That was an analogy of some kind.
That sounds good.
During their conversation, too, Keaton has pulled all the bodies onto the flaming gentleman, just so that it can be gone by the time. Yeah,
it's gonna take a while for the pyre to truly go. Like, you're gonna even stacking like brush and stuff on it. That's gonna burn all day.
As long as I just don't want to leave the mess. You know what I mean?
Fair.
Tip your waiters. Continue. Yeah.
Gather the folks. See the burning pyre of bodies. Gives a very deep bow and takes us to the Alderleaf farm.
All right.
Spit on the pyre as we leave.
Ooh.
I do not see that.
And as our adventurers head to Alderleaf Farm in order to get their bearings and figure out where to go from here, that's where we're going to end for the evening. A little bit later than I actually expected. Thank you all so much for some incredible roleplay. Vibe check, everyone good?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, solid.
It was great.
All right, good.
Not liquid, not gas, but solid.
Solid.
But solid.
There are some liquids in there.
Well,
70%.
All right. Yes, there's stuff that I need to say at the end of this. All right, so thank you all so much for watching. Tell people about this series. There's a lot of some really good stuff going on here, and I am here for it. The upcoming schedule for this week, Death House is off this week. There's life and stuff going on, so we're taking the week off. The Redacted Reports is having a dark week on the podcast side, but if you join us here at 7 o'clock on Wednesday at YouTube/Quests Chaos, we're going to be having the live talk back. Dan is going to be arriving tomorrow to come and sit in this very cramped table and have all 6 of us sitting around the table and talking about Season 6. Yes, even that part. Especially that part, in fact. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
And then the following day, Inspiration Point drops a new episode. So we are continuing our deep dive into Chapter 3 of the DMG, and we are diving into creating random encounter tables. Something that I personally don't much care for random encounter tables, but Adam did a good job of convincing me and showing me how they can be useful. We are still looking at possibly doing an Arena of the 5Es this month, although the month is rapidly waning and we've had a lot of life happen. Keep an eye on the guild hall in the Discord, and we'll see what happens. We are trying. There's just a lot of life going on. But of course, as always, help support us this week by leaving a comment on one of your favorite videos on our YouTube, and consider joining our Patreon. Our patrons are able to gift cards that our players and GMs are able to use, or the coin equivalent thereof. And as you saw, the coins can make a great deal of difference. So thank you all again so much for your time, your attention, and we will see you next time.